We'll be discussing what to wear from head to toe when playing badminton. It is important that we take into consideration every little detail so that when we go on court, we are very comfortable and all we think about is how to play and how to win the match. The shoe plays an important role in our badminton game simply because we are running so much on court. So when we pick the shoe, what are the things that we look for? Well, first and foremost would be the fit of the shoe. Since our feet are all different, some would be wider, some would be thinner, it is important that we pick the one with a good fit. What does a good fit mean? A good fit would mean that the shoe is simply hugging your feet the right way. Nothing too tight and nothing too loose. Because if the shoe is too loose, then your feet will end up moving inside, causing your toes to hit the shoe and it's going to hurt. And some would even have dead toenails because of that. So it's very important that the shoe hugs your feet just right. And others would have a wider feet. So if your shoes are too narrow, then your feet would hurt a lot. So imagine that your feet is being tied with a very tight rope and then you're running with it. So it's also not advisable to have something really tight hugging your foot. Another thing to look for would be the sole. So as you will notice, a lot of badminton shoes would have the rubber sole simply because when you run, you don't want to slip. So it's very important that with a good rubber sole, whether you're on a matted court or just a wooden court, that the friction will be okay, it won't hurt your foot, and that you won't slip or fall. Okay, so that's the idea, that's the goal. Now, with regards to the cushion, of course, we want to pick a shoe that's well cushioned. So nothing too soft, nothing too hard. Because we have a lot of jumping, a lot of sudden movements, we want the shoe to be well cushioned. Okay, it's for your feet, it's protecting your feet. Now, with regards to the weight of the shoe, I will always prefer a shoe that's very light. Simply because I enjoy using, light shoes so I can move faster, so I can move better. So again, it depends on what you prefer. Some people want it, slightly heavy, but what's important is the overall factors of the shoe. Another thing to watch out for is how high this area is around the ankle. You will notice that unlike basketball, we hardly have shoes that are high cut because it restricts the movement of your ankle. But lately you will see that some shoes are slightly higher in this area, but that's okay. If it's comfortable with you, then that's fine, but nothing too high. So there's no restriction with your movement. So there will be times that your shoe will feel a little slippery. So what do you watch out for? First and foremost, take a look at the sole of your shoe. Check if it's dusty. Sometimes it's only slippery because it's dusty. So get a wet cloth, wipe it and dry it and see and check if it's better. Okay? Now if it's still slippery, then maybe it's already worn out. If the shoes are worn out, it can also be slippery. So sometimes if your shoe is, relatively new and you find it like becoming slippery, just check first. Usually it's just the dust, the dirt, but other than that, keep your shoe dry. So if you're very sweaty and, there are players who are very sweaty that their socks get wet, their shoes get wet, just make sure to dry your shoe so that it doesn't stink and that the next time you use it, it's all good and ready.